Welcome back to What's Your Take? Real talk on leadership and life. I'm your host, Dr. Nikki, the DBA pharmacist and founder of FitBiz Global Solutions. Today I want to talk about something that many entrepreneurs experience, but not everyone talks about openly. Building in public and the lessons from entrepreneurship, visibility, and growth. When you build something, whether it's a business, a platform, or a new direction in your career, you're often doing it while people are watching. Sometimes they're watching with curiosity, sometimes with support, and sometimes with skepticism. But visibility is part of growth. And one of the realities of entrepreneurship is learning how to keep building, even when the process is still unfolding. When people see the outcome of a business or a brand, they often assume the journey was clear from the beginning. But entrepreneurship rarely works that way. Most of the time, growth is happening in real time. Ideas evolve, strategies change, and sometimes the vision becomes clearer only after you start moving. Building in public means allowing people to see pieces of that process, not just the finished result. And that can feel uncomfortable because leaders are often expected to present certainty. But entrepreneurship requires a different kind of posture. It requires the willingness to learn in motion. Visibility also comes with responsibility. When people see what you're building, they begin to connect with the vision behind it. They pay attention to the direction you're taking. They notice how you navigate challenges, and they watch how you carry the growth. That visibility can create pressure, but it can also create opportunity. Because when leaders build thoughtfully in public, they don't just grow businesses. They create examples of resilience, examples of adaptation, examples of what it looks like to build something meaningful over time. One of the lessons entrepreneurship teaches quickly is that growth rarely follows a straight line. There are moments of momentum, moments of uncertainty, and moments where progress is happening quietly behind the scenes. But each stage of that process shapes the leader behind the work. It builds discernment, it strengthens perspective, and it teaches leaders how to move forward even when the path is still unfolding. An example of building in public is me starting my business as FitBiz Global Solutions. Also starting a podcast and expanding my business into the Bahamas under FitBiz Event Management. All of these are having the same goal of focusing on wellness, innovation, and leadership. So, if you're building something right now, whether it's a business, a vision, or a new direction in your life, you may feel the tension of doing that work while others are watching. But growth doesn't require perfection. It requires movement. And sometimes the most meaningful progress happens when leaders are willing to build with honesty, adaptability, and patience. Because entrepreneurship isn't just about what you build. It's about who you become in the process. And as this season begins to wind down, with just one episode left before the finale, there's still more reflection ahead. In the next episode, we'll continue the conversation by exploring how women in executive leadership are redefining success and why wellness and executive capacity matter just as much as performance in the boardroom. As always, thank you for listening and reflecting with me. If this episode resonated with you, I invite you to follow or subscribe wherever you listen. Share the podcast with someone navigating leadership or entrepreneurship in their own way. Stay connected at fitbizsolutions.com. And you can also follow FitBiz Solutions on Instagram or at fitbiz.solutions and connect with me directly on Instagram at Dr. Nikki, the DBA pharmacist. Until next time, lead with intention, keep building with clarity, and always ask, what's your take?